stretch of road that has its own rivalry game. We are set for a war for this stretch of road, and at the end of it, only one will have the right of way. Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. It's the UCF Knights and the USF Bulls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Knights headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the return, it's Alexis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Back to pass, it's Croman Hoke. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab, it's Sullivan. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Drops back on first down. They're all over it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. The Bulls use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Collins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but
snags it, and there's running room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign. But, of course, the most important battle is the one that happens on the gridiron.
It is, but how cool is it, the war on I-4? I mean, that's just it's a dope name. I really like it. Obviously, this is kind of a new rivalry, but Palmer, UCF, USF, they're fighting for the same kids in recruiting and building a program.
Yeah, man, whether you get off on McIntosh Road, the Florida Turnpike, or Lake Mary Boulevard, these two schools do not like each other. Whether it's the Bounce House or Raymond James Stadium, the war on I-4, baby, that's where it's at.
Driving forward, it's Isaac. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
With the run on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulls. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it in his belly. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Collins. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Sets his feet, it's Croman Hope. Out wide left, it's Odom. And he's still running after the move. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Quick handoff. Sees some running room. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have.
Makes it, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Turning it on. The 50. Inside the 40. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, UCF.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming, and then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense, and if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Isaac. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Escapes the pressure going right. That's caught. It's Collins. Makes the tackle.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. He's looking to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Just keep slinging it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Moves the pocket. It's Barnett. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Chambers. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Oh, pressure's coming. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Looking to the big tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it.
Touchdown Knights! Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 15, set to kick it away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Left side, it's Collins. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Second down coming up.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moving the pocket, it's Van Buren. Right side, it's Isaac. Taken down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Right at the line. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3.
Ready? Wide, 3, return. Go.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. They'll run the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd down, here's Watson. There he goes. The 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Setting up for the extra point and the top. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To throw, it's Croman Hoke. The sure hands, it's Collins. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
2nd down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first.
Red 54! Red 54! Go, go!
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Out wide left, it's Isaac. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Out wide right, it's Selden. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Left side, it's Odom. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to get it through the air. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Wade. Breaks into the open. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Under pressure. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got a man. It's Wade. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He unleashes a long one. Got it down the field. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Knights. They take the lead here in the second half.
UCF, number 11 in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Alexis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Out wide left, it's Sullivan. Makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Hits the hole, it's Isaac. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Right side, it's Selden. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Powers inside. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
They'll move the tight end. The handoff. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sets his feet. It's Croman Hope. Out wide right, it's Collins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Push is ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Wants to throw on first. He's got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Knights, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll give it to Watson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Turns into the pile. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
5:53. Punch, punch, punch.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the catch, it's Collins. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Smashes through the tackle. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Quick give. It's Isaac. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Right side, it's Watson. Makes a grab and room to run. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Throws for the tight end. The short hands, it's Wade. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Working the ground game. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going to the air. They'll run the screen. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
To the back. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Number 3, Halsey, Indians.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From deep, it's Alexis. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Is now second down.
Second and long here. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long.
Red 18! Circuit!
To the air, it's Croman Hoke. Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trying to take it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Watson again. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They'll go to the counter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Bulls use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And boy, was that last missed field goal huge. That keeps these guys in the game if they can get something going on offense right now. Left side is Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hoke. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Third down play from the gun. Out wide left, it's Collins. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Changing the routes with his receiver. Rashad Downs going up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Rushes on. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. Timeout now called by USF, and that's their final one. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. On the run, it's Chambers. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
So in the war on I-4, it goes to the night as UCF outlast USF. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college. Looking for running room. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Pretty solid. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. Past the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Hey, check it. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Ready, go.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touch. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Early in the game, I love getting